All right, grab your chalk, because we are heading straight to the blackboard for a brand new explainer. Today, we're wiping the slate clean and breaking down the exact mechanics of the newly announced official InterLink Labs initiative. Specifically, we're taking a really close look at their very first reverse auction buyback. So pull up a chair and get your notes ready, because we're going to take this seemingly complex mechanism and make it completely accessible and easy for all of us to understand.
Here is our syllabus for today. First, we'll cover the 10 million celebration. Second, what is a reverse auction? Third, the three-step process. Fourth, after the submission. And fifth, why this buyback actually matters. Starting right off with Section 1, the 10 million celebration. Let's talk about the first 10 million linkers.
So InterLink just hit a truly incredible milestone, 10 million linkers. Think about that number for a second. It's absolutely massive for this community. And because of this huge achievement, the InterLink Foundation actually stepped in and officially approved this specific buyback initiative. The whole point here? It's to help fund the upcoming first 10 million linker celebration program. So this isn't just some random market event. It's a direct, planned response to hitting this massive community goal.
Now you might be wondering, where do all those repurchase tokens actually end up? Well, the ITL tokens they acquire through this buyback are going to be strictly distributed to support two main things: community rewards and special activities for the celebration. But, and this is a really crucial detail to underline on your board, any leftover ITL tokens remaining after the program wraps up are going to be permanently burned. That's right, literally removed from circulation forever, which obviously benefits the broader ecosystem.
Moving on to Section 2. What exactly is a reverse auction? Let's define this mechanism.
Okay, let's draw this out. By definition, a reverse auction is a process where the sellers, that's you, set the asking price, and the most competitive, meaning the lowest, offers are prioritized and considered first. It's kind of wild, right? Unlike a traditional auction where you watch buyers aggressively bidding prices up to win something, in a reverse auction, you are effectively bidding the price down. You want to be the most competitive for that available Treasury budget. You're basically competing against everyone else to give the Treasury the absolute best deal.
All right, Section 3, the three-step process. Here is exactly how you join.
First things first, you've got a strict 2-week window for Phase 1. It kicks off today, and it ends precisely at 23:59 UTC on August 24th, 2026. Guys, this is a hard, non-negotiable deadline. If you're going to participate, you absolutely have to submit your info via the official Google form before that clock runs out. Time management is literally your first test here. Actually participating means executing 3 exact steps, right in order. Step 1. Submit your offer. Step 2, deposit 0.1 ITL. And Step 3, submit your information. Let's just erase any potential confusion right now and chalk these steps up one by one so you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, Step 1. You've got to specify the exact amount of ITL you want to sell, and, most importantly, you have to set your asking price per ITL. Like we just talked about, this is the true heart of the whole competitive process. You have to really strategize here. Ask yourself, what price am I willing to accept, and is it actually competitive enough to be chosen by the Treasury?
Then we hit Step 2. Now you might be thinking, wait a second, I have to pay to sell? Yeah, you do. But it's actually a pretty genius anti-spam mechanism. To successfully verify your submission and keep all those annoying bots out of the system, you have to send a 0.1 ITL deposit directly to the official InterLink Labs Treasury wallet. And honestly, don't sweat it. If your offer isn't selected by the team, that deposit gets completely refunded right back to you.
Finally, we reach Step 3. You need to provide your deposit transaction hash. That's the transaction hash proving you actually paid that 0.1 ITL fee. Along with that, you've got to hand over your BEP20 USDT wallet address. Getting this exact address right is absolutely vital. Otherwise, the team literally can't verify you, and more importantly, they can't pay you if your offer wins.
Section 4, after submission. Let's take a look at the review process.
So, what happens after you hit submit? Well, once that clock strikes 23:59 UTC on August 24th, pencils down. The InterLink team goes straight to work, carefully reviewing every single submitted offer. And remember, they are explicitly prioritizing the most competitive prices based on whatever the available Treasury budget happens to be. It essentially becomes a pure numbers game at this stage, rewarding the folks who offered the absolute best value. It all boils down to 2 possible outcomes.
If your competitive offer is selected, boom, congratulations, you're going to receive USDT directly into that BEP20 wallet address you provided in Step 3. But if you're not selected, maybe because your price was just a little too high, no big deal. Your initial 0.1 ITL deposit comes right back to you. It's a highly structured, super transparent way to resolve things.
And finally, Section 5, why this buyback matters. Let's focus on the community impact.
This comparison right here perfectly illustrates why this whole initiative is such a game changer. Over on the official buyback side, ITL holders get a structured, transparent, and totally safe route to sell their tokens. But compare that to the unofficial channels, it's the Wild West out there. You're looking at a notoriously high risk of fraud, scams, and just shady actors in general. This buyback is a community-focused move designed to create a much safer environment and really strengthen overall trust.
Before you rush off to hit submit on that official Google form, I want you to treat this checklist like it's a final exam. Seriously, double-check your ITL amount. Verify your asking price. Confirm that your deposit TxHash is 100% accurate, and triple-check that BEP20 USDT wallet address. Just one tiny typo in any of these lines could completely ruin your verification process or send your payment into the void. Take your time, check your work.
This reverse auction really is a fascinating, competitive milestone for a community that's now 10 million strong. It gives everyone a fair, totally transparent chance to participate in the ecosystem. But as we wipe the chalkboard clean today, it leaves us with one final, very real question to ponder. Will your offer make the cut, or will you be priced out of this historic celebration? Keep learning, stay focused, and I will see you at the next explainer.